Muth, the word for when bull elephants are straight up crazy, to smash, fuck, and kill. Their penises longer than yardsticks, erect for months at a time, a stream of urine dribbling a trail of stench, sludge of hormones leaking from their temples and running into their mouths. They tell the truth with trumpet, stomp, and stink. No veneer in the few wild islands of green that remain, while in zoos and the streets of Burma, the spell lasts only days because they're chained, starved, held in solitary. Weakening the body weakens the frenzy. What else can be done? There's no realm vast enough for such delirium. I think of the rough boys I grew up with, the ones who hunted and ate squirrels, the flesh gamey and smelling of bay trees. The barefoot trails my friends walked to the creek are gone, and so are the steelhead, snagged on wormy hooks, cooked in a blaze on a rocky floodplain. Teddy Roosevelt said, "War is imperative among honorable men," hoping his sons returned with missing limbs. Muhammad Ali, what would he have done without his elegant power? Arjuna, even. How to spread the holy word whispered to him by Krishna, if not by rendering it in blood? How can the male sex give it up? Their smooth ivory flashing in the savannah sun, the gore and puncture, the strong semen sending exactly who they are into this diminishing world. Jets are the new motorhomes. Chemtrails are the new clouds. The unknown dead on an island are the calm before a storm. Robots are the new immigrants. Roundup is the new hoe. Colbert is the new Cronkite. Smoke is the new sky. Drought is the new summer. Cars are heart disease. Dust is lawn. Downtown is the new homeless. Amazon is the new mall. Retired is the new nomad. Needles are the new rusty nail. Plastic, the new lead. Viral, the new headline. The horizon of the Western Ocean is the new ghost of Godzilla. The Cold War is the new Cold War. Fire heading down a suburban street is wind. Anxiety is the new air. The earth's crust is the weak eggshell of a songbird.
Jasmine has scaled the fence and the juniper beyond. A milky way of bloom appears on darkened green. Like whitecaps on a sea, surging cream-colored stars disperse the jasmine scent, indelible, unforgettable. When tender tendrils find nothing more to grasp, they cling to each other for stability and light, hoping to climb forever. The spare tea. Before putting my clubs away, I find one golf tee in my pocket with knife, pen, coins, and keys. Having no worldly use for it, I weigh the effort needed to fight my way into my garage-bound bag. I place it in my desk drawer, the one with the mini sprinkler heads, bolts, odd-sized screws, a spring from a ballpoint pen, and a little plastic piece that fell off from an old printer. It's a kind of a purgatory for small items, waiting for the time of reunification. Like all those things I meant to do, but didn't.
The exit interviews, Apollo Continuation High School. 2 students, polished and wrapped, sit nervously across from us. There's two of us that they talk to. Unsure of this exit interview, their first and probably only. It's a time of completion before graduation, of counting the rings of growth, remembering the beginning, anticipating the future. They're the real young people who make up this land of plenty, where others seem to have so much more. They come with only a hope. Learning to trust, their first lesson, perhaps the hardest, comes slowly with care, responsibility always a shadow away. Now, they don't even look or sound the same, wanting to go out and be somebody, to give back to the world they hated and feared, to help someone else grow like they have. They don't know that the exit interviews are really for us, to marvel at the changes we've seen them make, to reminisce and cry over our coming loss of these students who only yesterday came to us thinking they were failures. It brings a very tight emotion to me to read this. So it seems. There is the blue of the sky. The little bird can't wait to try. So many ways to fall and fall. The hardest thing, to love it all. People singing everywhere, though not a song that I can share. So it seems they sing for one, the father thankful for a son, the hard work never done. The father thankful for a son, so it seems they sing for one, though not a song that I can share. People singing everywhere, the hardest thing to love it all, so many ways to fall and fall. The little bird can't wait to try. There is the blue of the sky.
A passing phase. There's a little quotation by Philip Levine. Give me back the moon with its frail light falling across a face. And suddenly, in a flash, I see my mother's face, younger by several years, as I have seen her in photographs, as I remember her in my teens, slender, elegant, youthful, extremely feminine, her cascading hair tied loosely in a careless bun, her feet unslippered, ready to pirouette, even though she doesn't know how, her movements carefree, nimble, her bangled hand gathering the trail of her silk sari into her waist, jasmine on her hair, exuding a sense of our native place. How different we were then, how similar we've become now in our quickening years, where words fail us more than tears. Give me back the moon with its frail light failing across her face. Give me back the days lost to my childhood, now fused with a memory that gradually fades. Appreciating polyester. Wrinkle-free, the pleasure of not having problems with creases, ironing and smoothing out wrinkles, puckering, uneven hems. Smooth, silky polyester, unruffled and carefree, resistant to heat and pressure. In my troubled state, when I cannot cotton on to what wears me out most, I suddenly appreciate polyester.
What a strange happiness. 60 poets have gone off drunken, weeping into the hills, I among them. There's no one of us who is not a fool. What is to be found there? What is the point in this? Someone scrawls 6 lines and says them. What a strange happiness. I'm just discovering, I'm quite naive. I grew up in Chicago, and this is my first experience with poetry. I've been scribbling this stuff, and I've been in the Navy, and I was scribbling. And suddenly I'm having to look at poetry in another way and rediscovering it, as I'm continuing to do to this day. So, with what you've already heard, I want to read now Gloria a monologue, all in Gloria's voice. She's in her 80s, she's a visual artist, and she's in her studio, and we're having this conversation. The epigraph is again from Gloria. She says, when I read it aloud to her, what I've scrawled, "Did I say that? Did you write that down? Where are you going? Just emptying the garbage? Will you be gone long? So tell me, how did we meet? Through a computer dating service, Compatibility Plus, am I right? I even remember what I paid for you, $250. I bargained with the guy. I got you for half price. A man with 4 ex-wives, 5 children, an old Volvo, and a missing tooth. Did you meet any other women? I was the only one you met, right? Well, you were the only one I met. It's true. True for me. First one, best one, only one. Are you still teaching? Were you a professor? How long have we been together? 27 years. Most people don't last that long. I think it's wonderful. And what'd you pay for me? Oh, shit. Oh, dear. I need a bigger easel. Where's the base? With acrylics, you can do that. Hose it off or just paint over. Everything that was there before is gone. Do you know something? I love it. I love making it all go away and starting over. What? It's called love has made grief absurd. What does it mean? Losing who I am, grieving everything we shared, and you I grieve and I love, and the love makes the grief absurd. Anyway, now I'm going to try again. It's a secret. Can you keep a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. But I know lots of things. I know things I don't know I know, and I can't remember all the things I've forgotten. I'm not surprised when you know things. I'm only surprised when I know things. Lately, there are days I don't even know who I am. How can I go shopping if I can't remember who I'm shopping for? What's lucky is I feel good. I'm feeling absolutely normal. I feel happy. I'm Gloria. Yes, I'm Gloria. A little worn out, but still Gloria. I'll tell you something. I'm the luckiest person in the world. And you're lucky to be with me. Bastard. You dirty bastard. You're not listening, are you? I can tell. It's over. I think it's over. I feel the chill. You go to that writer's retreat, don't bother coming back. Fuck you. Go to hell. And I mean it. You know, don't you? Every time I get annoyed, I get unannoyed because I forgot why I got annoyed. Do we have a dog? Well, I'm sorry. I just don't know. What's her name? Are you worried about me? Are you worried about my brain? Well, I am. I am too. If I were to rate the quality of my life now, it would be a C-. It's been a miserable day. I want my fucking car back. I've forgotten how to paint. Where are my credit cards? Did you take them? I hate it. I hate it that I can't remember. I'm the luckiest unhappy person in the world. Is this my real life? My unconscious is asking that. What's the answer? What's the answer? Is this my real life? It's not the one I'd like to have, but it's the life I've got. You know, the best part of my life is painting, but how can I paint when I've forgotten? If I could take a pill and just be done with it, I'd do it. I'm in pain. I can't even make coffee for myself. It's a quality of life thing, understand? I'm dependent on you for everything. Baby, dearest, I love you, Cosette. You know, it's not my kids or you I'd stay around for. It's a dog. I really love that dog. I'm alive. You know what I mean? But I'm not alive. It's your fault. Your fucking fault. You want to know why? We never go anywhere, you know? Just pick up and go. If you're not careful, you're going to lose me. You want to keep a woman? Each time you're with her, you got to send her somewhere she's never been before. A woman should be cooked for, made love to, and laugh like she's never laughed before. I want more, 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 and I want my mind back. Remember, I used to paint. I used to paint all the time, but my energy isn't the same. I don't think I'm the same person I was, and I forget. I forget who that person was. Gloria. Who's Gloria? There's just one thing I enjoy now as much as I ever enjoyed it. Now, as much as ever. Coffee. It's true. Coffee is my best friend. For more than 70 years, more than 80, coffee stood by me. Not you, you bastard. You slept with me last night, didn't you? Talk about taking advantage. You're my lover. No? You're my husband? No. You're my lover and my husband? But didn't I have another? I'm happy. I'm just happy. I'm happy. Haven't you ever been happy? That's it. That's all. I love it. I love it all. I love looking out in the yard, and I love hearing that man in the kitchen. That's you. I love having a partner I'm proud of. All these things, all these beautiful things, things that make me laugh, things that make me cry. And I love my house. I love that you don't have any expectations, that you appreciate whatever's happening. I'm talking to you, and I'm so stupid, I don't even know your name. You're pissed. You're not going to tell me, are you? You'll tell me later. Promise? You'll tell me later. Think about it. You're pushing 100, and I'm pushing 2. I'm ahead of you. I'm pushing harder than you're pushing. We're like those people, what do they call them? Full of years people. Or is that just something they say about really old people? I don't know about you, but I don't feel I've aged at all. The funny thing is, then how come we're the oldest people I know? Think about it. We're on the way out. What pisses me is that you can live to be 100 and you think there'd be a single day, a couple hours, even a single moment when there wasn't a war going on anywhere in the world. I'm thinking of all the W's. WW1, WW2, WW3, and all those little, mostly, but not exactly wars, like that one you dropped out of college for, that you joined the Navy for, volunteered for, got a medal for. Must have seemed like a good idea at the time. You should know this. What's his name? He's the one walked into the world down there. Singer, songwriter, dropped into Hades to bring her back. What's his name? The father of poetry. He was the first, made up songs and sang them at the same time. He danced into the underworld. Orpheus. That's his name. Swear it. You're going to do an Orpheus. You're going to come and get me. Darling, how much do you love me on a scale of 1 to 10? 10. I'm sorry, you're not even thinking. The correct answer is 11. I'm feeling absolutely normal. I feel happy. I don't have problems sleeping. I'm trying to lose weight. These are our good years. We have everything going for us. We're not tied down. We can afford to travel. I'd like to do a little more work in the garden. I'd rather be a giver than a taker. It's time for us to give, to make a contribution. We're both in who's who. I want to tell you, I'm very happy with you. There they go again, running that ad. You know, that one we hate? I hate radio, blah, blah. What does that mean? The disease is progressive and ends in death. What is Alzheimer's? Tell me, how does losing your memory cause death? All I know is something's wrong with my remember. Doctor says people's memories are the fuel they burn to stay alive. But I'm alive, right? So what? So what if I'm running on empty? Love doesn't stop. Does love stop? Fuck 'em. You do, don't you? You know what I mean. I'm just going to go right on, running on empty. What? When I say, that's just my way of telling myself, it's okay, Gloria. Everything is okay. I'm thinking, you're 81. You're just a young thing. 81 and still young. How old am I? 87? 88? Is that right? 86? I'm 86. That's why I look so young. I could pass for 80. I feel very young. I don't feel any age at all. And you're a prize. You're my trophy husband. Gloria is no longer Gloria. Is that what you're thinking? Fuck you. Even if I lose it all, I lose my mind, lose everything, and end up with a brain made of Swiss cheese, I'm going to still go on. I'll still be who I am, who I was, who I'll always be. I'll still be who I always was. You heard the rabbi. The beyond dwells within. Gloria's still Gloria. Why aren't you more demonstrative? When's the last time you said you loved me? both of us in our 80s. Remember yesterday out by the car, me, this old lady with a cane, and you are kissing on the steps in front of the post office, and that kid saying, "Sorry, folks, that's not allowed here." I don't have dementia. Do you think I have dementia? Or you're thinking I have Alzheimer's, and what do you have? You have sometimers. I looked in the mirror this morning and saw a very pretty woman. I thought I liked that face. I liked that face. I didn't say, "Oh my God, I'm getting old and ugly." Think of it this way. You have an account. When you think positively of yourself, the account goes up. When you think negatively, the account goes down. I have very high standards. I got the best of the best. I really believe that. I think our lives are getting better all the time. We're closer. I think we get closer all the time. I can't think of anything in you I'd like to change. We could take in a foster kid, but neither of us has the energy for that. Still, I think we're two of the luckiest people on the face of the earth. And it's very nice of you to bother listening to me. I adore you. I am a good adorer, even when you forget to put your teeth in. What is self? I mean, what the fuck is self? You strip away someone's memory, and there's nothing there, nothing's left. Where does memory end and self begin? It's not complicated, okay? Self is just who you are. That's right. It's you. You. Self isn't anybody else. It's just who you are. Look at me. You never really look at me. You never ask how I'm feeling. I don't feel any warmth from you. All these things you do for me, you don't do them not with vendors, not really. You treat them as a business. I don't even get the sense that what you're doing out of love. You're my husband. You're just doing them to get them out of the way. Women, have it. It's a gift. I adore you. I love you more than you love yourself. But you need a whole partner, not a partial partner. I love my life. I love every breath I take, and I wouldn't change anything about you. I'm a lucky woman, very lucky. Yes, I know what's lucky about me. I'm rich, and I'm beautiful, and I'm smart, and I'm also really modest. How do I know I'm smart? By the way things turn out. That's a good way of judging smart. Anyway, enough. Enough Gloria congratulating Gloria. I'm looking at this picture of you. Did you know you have a double chin? Well, you do. And why not? You're 81. There's not much left. Not much time. How much time do we have left? I've grown accustomed to your charms, like breathing in and breathing out. You didn't know that about me, did you? I could sing. I don't have much of a voice, but I love music. Truth is, all my talent is in my eye. That's why I'm an artist. I live through my eyes. What? How did I become an artist? I don't remember ever not being an artist. How do you know you're a writer? That's right. It just happens. Does love quit? This is embarrassing. I've begun noticing something. Dear, are you aware you're forgetting too? You used to be my hard drive. I'm thinking, now my hard drive needs a hard drive. Does love quit? I don't think so. But you've got something. You've got something. Sometimers it's called. She's such a beauty. Can you imagine anything more precious? Cosette's not just a dog. She's family. She's a person. That dog is a person, and she's old enough and smart enough. We should let her vote. What? What am I saying? It's okay. I'm just talking to myself about dinner. Doctor says, I hate this remember disease more than anything. It's a thief in the night and steals us from ourselves. What's she talking about? I know she's a doctor, but not remembering doesn't mean you're sick, or that you've been somewhere somehow stolen from yourself and that you're not there anymore. Bastard, you bastard. Any day now I'm going to leave you. Shower before dinner? Fuck you. I'm the cleanest person I know. I don't need you to tell me. I don't need anyone to tell me I need a shower. Come here, darling. Smell me. See? You smell anything? I may not be fresh out of the box, but you got a woman who's beautiful, smart, and wealthy. And I'm not vain either. I don't have a vein bone in my body. What more could you ask for? How did you get so lucky? I got the best of the litter. How did I get so lucky? Everything I say is true, and you know it's true. How do I know? Because I know you pay attention. You're devoted to me. It's like what that poet said. What's her name? Attention is the beginning of devotion. I've never been anything but honest. I'm the most honest person I know. What's the name of the town we live in? Santa Cruz? Is this Santa Cruz? And we live here? No, you don't have to say anything. I know what you're thinking. I'm not truly a partner to you anymore, am I? You're having to look after me, take care of me. So tell me, how does it feel to be adored? Listen, you know, but how much? Love goes on, sweetheart. We just have to keep up with it. And I'm more than I can remember? That's a good question. What about you? Whatever your name is, are you more than you can remember? Of course, I'm this lady. I'm going on 86, on 87. I remember less and less. What I don't know is if the thread is less and less, how do I stay connected to myself? Do you understand? Really understand? I mean, what if there's nothing there? Nothing to attach to. No history, no memory, nothing. Fuck you and fuck poetry. Who was it? Marianne Moore said, poetry, I too dislike it. I'll tell you something, yeah, and it's true. I too dislike it. Name one poet who, when he lost his love of his life, loving her more than himself, risked his life for hers. Orpheus, he was the only one. And Eurydice. Orpheus carried her on his back, carried her out of the underworld, turned around to say something. Hang on, we're there, darling, we're there. Well, almost, and dropped her. And you, Mr. 81 years old, it's taken almost 100 years to figure it out. So tell me, what do you have to say for yourself? Old age sucks. I didn't sign up to become a vegetable. Is that where we're headed? That world? The world under this world? You promise you're going to come and get me? My love, oh my love, you'd do that for me too, wouldn't you? If there were anything in my life I could change, what would it be? I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change my husband. I wouldn't change where I live. What I'd change is to have a better memory. What I want to change, I think I'm pretty lucky. I'm lucky enough. But on the other hand, a poor memory's not so bad because you can forget the things you want to forget. It's almost 9 o'clock. Is this morning or night? Are you my husband? What is your name? But I'm not Gloria Sward. Anyway, what kind of name is that, Sward? What do you mean you're retired? Were you a teacher? What did you teach? Poetry? Poetry, how romantic. Have you ever written a poem about us? Yes? Well, read it. Read it to me now. Thank you.
I'm beating up the street tonight. I slept through the natural light, but I'll do it if it feels alright. Alright, alright. Ooh, just like the moon, I'm never coming down. I'm just a fool.